I just know.
You just knew.
Hopping into game one, you're about to see greatness before your very eyes. Futurebubble, Marckiemoo, Godly, Fakey. And honestly, if Godly and Fakey win, like, listen, those are also my goats. So, like, Z-Bot come out on top. Like, it's cool. But anyway,
go wrong.
Here we go. Small Fortress Alliance game at numero uno, top 8 qualifier, winner's side.
Little bit interesting here on the team picks. Obviously, the blue team, we've seen them before. They're running the kind of classic right now. Whereas the red team went a little bit old school with that Onyx pick in particular kind of standing out.
Yeah, it's like interesting, right? I mean, at this point, we've already watched 2 sets on stream, and Onyx is kind of the only big variance, and Onyx has been running the meta for a while, right? So it's like, dang, the 2's meta, and ain't no one trying nothing new, really. Where are all the sides players you were talking about?
Dude, you know what? It was a top 32 match. It's fine. It's a whole different beast over there.
And the elimination side now, as we can see that we have a really even game across the board. Marckiemoo getting caught by Fakey. Fakey gonna go ahead and try to back off, and beautiful anti-air with that end light as well. Man, look at the way that the blue team is playing on top of each other. Fakey goes down with the ground pound. Marky's out.
That's real bad. That was his second stock. He's now going to be going down to his final stock here. Futurebubble finally losing that first stock. Things looking real rough for this red team.
Yeah, this puts a lot of pressure on Futurebubble to be the playmaker, which, he can be for sure. Nice end to go ahead and get the stock there. Nice conversion as well. Goes for the ground pound because he needs a high-value play, right? Yeah. How do I get rid of the stock now? What is the thing that I can do that may catch them off guard and make things a little bit closer to even? But this definitely is not out of the realm of possibility yet for Marckiemoo and Futurebubble.
It was one of those plays where if Godly picked wrong, that could have easily brought the red team back into it. Godly, though, did a good job, made sure he went vertical. Nice down air. That's going to even things up.
Yeah, just like that, tight battle. Oh, you got to be careful here. Futurebubble, we got to go help him. Gives him the nair. Godly can't get there in time to secure the knockout, but he's still having a pretty tough juggle here and gets caught by the exhausted recovery there. Just didn't have any options. Futurebubble got to do it by himself.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in. Both the blue team members very healthy. Futurebubble already getting into that red there.
Yeah, can't even finish the nair before he gets smacked. And there goes the stock as well. Futurebubble now with 1 stock. Might just, we'll see if he tries it out. I might just run off. Yeah, we go next here. Save your stamina, save your energy. You know this one's a wash. They got Marky really early there. It's unfortunate, but we'll go ahead and just run it back, probably even the same stage, and just say, all right, you got me on that one.
Yeah, they recognized what happened. Marckiemoo had some good plays. In particular, I saw him spot dodge in front of Godly's down signature and then immediately neutral light. Like, Marky's making some really good decisions, but Fakey's just catching him on these offstage engagements.
Yeah, really, really hunting him down, right? I mean, even that last stock they got on Marky there was off of Futurebubble going off stage and successfully saving him, right? Yeah. But it's like all he had was a singular jump and was waiting for that dodge to come back. So Fakey just continued to hunt throughout that exhausted recovery, and Marky just didn't have anything to use to get around it, right? And so, like, really got to give credit where credit is due. Godly and Fakey looking extremely strong, and Fakey, I think, like, one of the best 2v2 players in Brawlhalla history. Like, I think, like, probably exists somewhere in, like, my top 20, all time.
I think that's really valid. Looks like we're going to get a reset on this one. I think the thing that's holding Fakey back is that he hasn't had, like, the peak that people would want from somebody who they're going to put in their, like, top twos players. Because, like, he's done really well alongside Java, but I think, like, the fact that he's not, like, constantly at the top, the fact that he's not, like, constantly with, like, experience right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's kind of holding him back from people being like, oh, yeah, he's really good.
Because there are players like that. I think players like Zen, I put, like, I take Zen, I take Fakey, I take to some degree Jakey, but not so much. I think Jakey has the singles results kind of to combo it, but there are just those players that, like, just do that, you know, where it's like, they, even if they don't win, they're always in that conversation of like, wow. And so I'm like, to me, Fakey's one of those guys where it's like, you could be up there every time. If I see your name plus someone else, I think you can always bring that team to greatness. But in the same vein, like, depending on the consistency of Futurebubble.
Oh, Marky.
Oh, conversion off the top. No, nice try, though, from Fakey. You can see Marky on the left side trying to back up, gets caught by the side air. Futurebubble sends the pass over to Marky, and it's received, but a nice little interrupt there to go ahead and stop that.
Yeah, Godly came in there, kept that down air from completing, so Futurebubble not able to continue the combo there. Neutral light comes out from Marckiemoo. I like that jump spot dodge, expecting the counter punish, but it's going to be Futurebubble to fall first, and Marckiemoo does get the wall touch.
Yeah, able to hang on. And that's the thing, man. Like, Fakey is so on top of the interrupt that, like, there's just no move you feel comfortable throwing out that you're like, am I going to get counter punished for this? Like, it's so hard to tell. His spacing is so good. He's always in the right positioning as well.
Oh, man. Rough drop there from Marckiemoo. He actually hit the downlight, but couldn't get that neutral air onto Godly. Not sure if it would have KO'd, but Godly's pretty hurt. This time it will.
Ooh, nice try here. Okay, cool, man, just to get that and refresh all those options, too. Ugh, this is going to be a little bit tougher. Pogo, Fakey, gonna get back, yeah. Oh, Marky tries to get the interrupt there, doesn't line up the end line proper. Futurebubble survives, side sig is gonna be waiting for you, it's not enough to knock out. Stomp Sayer should be enough, yep, and there goes Futurebubble.
How is Fakey still alive? That's his teammate hitting him with a Stomp Sayer, and he's still good to go. That is Futurebubble down to his final stock here. No weapon spawns around for him either.
And Fakey has 3 stocks, right? This is looking real bad for Futurebubble and Marckiemoo. As much as I want to be a believer, these guys are in harm's way. We see a D-light, no recovery there either. You know, a little bit of a tricky input to get from the grounded position, but yeah, Futurebubble just like doesn't really know how to force the hand here. Manages to get a side air. That's finally going to be Fakey's first stock. Can we get Godly? I think that's the plan now. We saw in the previous set actually that focusing Godly down would work.
Yeah, it did force the blue team to go to game 5 in that previous set against them. But right now it's just Marckiemoo, and he's like, okay, shakes his head, goes next. But things are looking rough when that's 2 games where you've just walked off because you knew it was already over.
Yeah, this is tough because Fakey is like, I don't know if it's a twos thing. I would argue that Fakey is just a good singles player that just doesn't play singles like that. You know what I mean? And so, like, you kind of end up in the situation where it feels like, you know, Marckiemoo has to be in this 1v1 kind of situation against Godly, right? And, you know, for all purposes here, you know, they're pretty close in skill, right? I think anyone could win in a 1v1 between Godly and Marckiemoo, right? But then when it comes to Fakey and Futurebubble, I think Futurebubble has like a bit of a gap there in terms of like trying to keep up with that. And so it means that if this team is going to win, they're going to have to play way more cohesively as a unit to overcome the fact that when they're separated, there is a high likelihood that they won't come out on top. So we'll see. We're going to Demon Island here for Game 3, potentially the last game of this winner side top 8 qualifier. Marckiemoo has swapped on to the Mordex, and he said, you know what? I need that X factor. I need that Scythe. I need a way to make stocks disappear quickly, and it just was not happening with the Onyx.
Yep. This is that Game 3, like you said, potential elimination bracket if Marckiemoo and Futurebubble can't get this one. And the thing that stood out to me is, like, they're the team with all the, like, team experience, right? Like, they've been together for so long, but that synergy's not, like, showing. It's not, like, a weapon that they're using against the blue team.
Yeah, they're trying their absolute best, and I feel like Futurebubble's not even doing a bad job of following up off of a lot of these hits from Marckiemoo, but I think Fakey's just doing such a good job of hitting Marckiemoo whenever he hits Godly, to a point where it's like becoming aggressively annoying, I think.
Nice!
Backboard pass, baby, that's the classic.
Double dares, takes out Fakey,
Nice.
Downlight will take out Godly as well. Marckiemoo did lose that first stock, but the red team is in the lead.
Okay, there we go. You can see they're playing much more as a unit here. Gets caught by the down sig, but Marky gets a bit of a read. Godly just throws out the Hail Mary. Nice weapon throw. Oh, you actually went for it. Yeah, he's trying to rob that stock right now. Marky willing to play off stage against Hammer. Doesn't leech anything.
Like you said, trying to go for those high-value plays. That's something that this red team needs right now.
Oh my
Doesn't hit that neutral there. You can see Marckiemoo is really trying to force these off stages.
Yeah, you want to talk about, I asked on Twitter what you consider sharking, and I think that's Marckiemoo right now with that scythe, just kind of hanging by the edge and trying to nair people off, but they're just not coming to play.
He's just a protagonist in like a Hitman game. Like he's just leaning outside the window trying to get the guy who's on his break and chatting over the window.
Yeah.
Marckiemoo going to go down to his final stock here. Things not looking good for this red team.
Okay, Futurebubble doesn't get punished there for that hit, and manages to get the recovery. It's not enough to knock out, and Fakey. Oh man, that's a tough one for Marckiemoo and Futurebubble here. They need to get a stock now. There it is. Fakey gets sent down to the final stock. Can they collapse on Godly? Here's a huge opportunity. Oh, Marky doesn't get the punish there in time. This is going to be a tough one. They need to force the game 4.
Right now, Godly might be the target here, but man,
to get over there.
Red team's still getting hit.
Yeah, and you can see Godly goes for that side stick, recognizing that Teros hits hard enough to end the corner. It's enough to rob.
Oh.
Ooh, just like that. They got Marky, and Futurebubble has to make this play happen. Side sig, it's enough. He has the one-on-one, but I don't think he's going to be able to survive this conversion. No, it doesn't even matter. And there's another stock there from Godly as well. And at this point, if you're Futurebubble, that's all she wrote. The D-line to the side air, the weapon throw forces to dodge, and that makes the side air from Godly guaranteed. And Godly and Fakey have qualified top 8 winners side here at the mid-season championships.
Man, they're looking so solid, and it just further exacerbates their Game 5 set that they had against Jakey and Flower. Like, that's just crazy that it went to Game 5 with how